Well, if you're gonna spend the winter painting crankbaits, sooner or later, you gotta take them to the lake, put them in the water, and find out if they run true. I guess today is gonna be that day. You know, all winter, the lakes were covered in ice. And I wondered the worst way to get some lures out here, get a chance to put them in the water and test them, but couldn't get the job done. I mean, all I needed was a little open water. And one day I thought, hey, the YMCA's got an indoor pool. Maybe I could talk to them. And I'm going to tell you, those folks are not fishermen. They did not understand. They didn't have much of a sense of humor either. All right, that one runs true. Boy, it is cold and nasty out here today. Whoops. That one's running a little to the left. So I got one now that's running off to the left. So how do I correct that? Well, in order to get your crankbaits to run straight and true, all you need to do is grab a needle nose pliers. Now, this lure is running off to the left. So what I'm going to do is take the needle nose, I'm going to grab the line tie and gently, gently tweak it just the slightest amount to the right. Don't get carried away with it. You can do it 2 or 3 times if you have to, versus one big time. But if it's moving to the left, then what you want to do is tweak it to the right, and there we go. That one's now coming back straight. So they're easy to fix. I mean, new out of the box, sometimes you fish with it, you're running into the dock, or you're running into some rocks, or you catch a big fish, and all of a sudden she starts running left or right. So that's the simple way to true up your crankbait. If it's moving to the left, tweak the line tie to the right. If it's moving to the right, tweak it to the left, and you true it back up. But what about, let's say you don't want it to run true. I'm in my boat and I've got about a 200 or 300 yard long rock wall I'm about to come up next to, or maybe it's a long jetty covered with rocky riprap. I really want my lure to hug that rock wall, bounce off it, or hug that jetty and bounce off those rocks. So now the wall's on my right side, the lure is going to be coming back towards me, so what I want is the lure to run left. If it runs left, it'll bounce off the rocks more often. So what I now do is I take my needle nose and I tweak the line tie to the left. By moving it to the left, the lure will now move to the left. Now I can go down 200 or 300 yards of rocks. My lure is staying close to the bank, close to the rocks, bouncing off that rock wall, give me a better shot to catch fish. And after the 200 or 300 yards is done, I bring out the needle nose, tweak it back to the right, give it one quick test run quick to make sure it's straight, and my lure is going straight again. So if you got one that doesn't run true, guys, if it's running left, tweak it to the right. If it's running right, tweak it to the left, and that's all it takes, and you'll have a nice straight running crankbait again. All right, I got a whole box of these things that I got to do yet, so thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to our channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.